What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another movie review if you're new. Now, this is going to be a movie review on Charm City Kings. If you're a fan of movie reviews, if you love movie reviews, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post movie reviews, you get them. Now, Charm City Kings is a 2020 American drama film directed by Angel Manuel Soto from a screenplay by Sherman Payne and a story by Kirk Sullivan, Chris Boyd, and Barry Jenkins. This is a film adaptation of the documentary 12 O'Clock Boys by Lotfi Nathan. Now, this film was originally set to come out at the beginning of this year, like January of 2020, but it just released in October. The pandemic really has everything messed up. Movies, TV shows, everything, man. It's really taken a big effect on the film industry, the television industry, and everything, man. It's really doing some damage. You know, most people in the show business, you know, they're set because they have a lot of money. They might have landed a real big role, and they might have starred in a movie that did really well, you know, on the top charts. It might have made a lot of money. So they might be set for a while. So them being out of work due to the pandemic, you know, that's not really affecting them. A lot of people in the show business, they're set for money, but they still want to get back to work. They still want to do their thing. You know, they want to record different movies and get new content out to people. But it seems like everything is slowly getting back to normal. People are out there filming TV shows and movies now. It seems like it's getting back to the same old routine. I just don't know if it's all the way back to normal yet. It's gonna take some time for everything to get back to how it used to be. Shit, man, things may never be the same again after this pandemic. You never know. It just really took an effect on a lot of different things. But the description for this movie reads, 14-year-old Mouse desperately wants to join the Midnight Clique, an infamous group of Baltimore dirt bike riders who rule the summertime streets. I thought this was a good movie, man, and this might go down as being like a classic movie. This generation may grow up and they may look back at the year 2020 and they might say to themselves like, damn, Charm City Kings is a classic. Because honestly, this movie seems like a Juice type of movie. You know, the movie Juice with Tupac? It seems like a movie like that. And people may look back at it like, damn, that was a classic. Because there's a lot of people in it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the kid's name who plays Mouse. But the guy who plays Mouse, he's in Queen and Slim, and he's in some other projects. We got Meek Mill in here as Blacks, and then we got William Catlett in here as Rivers, and we all know him from Black Lightning. You know, he's been in a lot of different projects, so it had some big names in here. You know, even other names in here I've noticed from other movies and stuff. But I thought this was a solid movie, man. It really was. It was about this kid trying to fit in, you know. He was trying to get a dirt bike as best as he could to fit in with everybody. He wanted to fit in with the Midnight Clique. He just wanted to have a dirt bike in the neighborhood because everybody else had a dirt bike. He wanted to fit in so bad. And that's how these kids nowadays feel. They feel like if somebody else is doing something, they want to do it too. And that's exactly how Mouse was in this movie. You know, he tried to get a dirt bike. He tried to impress this girl that moved in. She's new in town. You know, he had two other friends. And his decisions ultimately led to one of his boys dying. You know, I'm not going to get into too many details. This is a spoiler review to a certain extent, but I'm not going to spoil everything. But yeah, ultimately, his decisions led to one of his homies, like his ride or die homies, dying. They did something they shouldn't have did, and one of his homies died. But I like Meek Mill's character in this because he's a convicted felon. He's been to prison before. He's trying to change his life. You know, he opened up a shop, a little mechanic shop where he works on bikes and everything. And Mouse ended up meeting Blacks in the movie. And Blacks told him, like, look, you can work for a bike. It ain't no charity. I ain't gonna give it to you for free, but you can work for this bike. So every day after school or whatever, you know, Mouse went over to the shop and he did everything he could to try to work on this bike and help around the shop so Meek Mill's character could supply him with a bike. I like his storyline in this movie because It tries to show you that even if you mess up and you make mistakes, you can change, because Blacks really did mess up back in the day. He tells Mouse in the movie that his decisions and what he did caused Mouse, his brother, to get killed. He didn't actually pull the trigger, he didn't kill Mouse's brother, but because of what he did, he feels like he's responsible for Mouse's brother's death. And it just shows a man trying to change, trying to make better decisions, trying to get out the hood. That's why I really loved that part of the movie. It showed Blacks on to bigger and better things until he goes down and goes back to prison because, like I said, one of Mouse's friends ends up dying. Long story short, they rob a carryout. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but they rob a carryout and one of the friends die. So Mouse comes running to Blacks at the shop and Blacks ends up taking the rap. He says it was him at the carryout. He said this because Rivers came to him earlier in the movie and said, look, you need to leave Mouse alone. You need to disappear and never talk to him again. So that's exactly what he did. He took the rap for something he didn't do, basically so he could get out of this kid's life because he seen potential in Mouse. So that was a real noble thing for him to do. That was dope that he did that, but now he's going away for a long, long time. And he was already on parole, so I don't see it ending good for him. But it was a sad story, man, because one of the kids ended up dying. It was a real sad story. Mouse ends up getting kicked out the house because he's doing things his mom doesn't like him to do. But then he ends up going back to her house eventually. We see that he's doing better things in the future. It shows him ending on a good note, and that's what I like to see. And then we see the other kids with dreads. It seems like he's still in the streets doing the same thing with the dirt bikes and everything. But it was a good movie, man. It really was. I would definitely suggest it to somebody and tell them to go check it out. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It was a great movie in my opinion, and I would definitely watch it again. I feel like this movie is going to be a classic in the future. People are going to go back and look at it like, damn, that was a good ass movie. But it was good. If you guys haven't seen it yet, make sure you guys go check it out. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all movie reviews in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy, Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.